Hi everyone. So this video has been in the works for a month now. I came to the realization after consistently failing to make a video that was moderately tolerable that I'm not great at speaking to inanimate objects. I want to apologize right now for taking so long. I wanted the video to be, as I said, tolerable. Let's start freaking answering the questions. Yugi asks, what TV shows are you watching? I just finished the new season of BoJack Horseman, which was so good. It was beautiful. I recommend it highly. Official Drew Silva asks, what keeps you going? I feel like what keeps me going is just the knowledge that I have a little bit of something to offer and that I should do everything I can to put something positive out into the world. So fucking cliche. Taylor Conrad asks, who makes the cover pictures for your albums? The last album, which is King Peyton, was actually drawn by me. If that is a leaf blower, I'm going to kill someone with the leaf blower. Bless you. Sorry. Fuck you for sneezing. For my last album, King Peyton, I actually drew the album art, which was very surprising. I did not think that was going to happen. But since King Peyton is kind of about my childhood and childhood memories and that type of thing, I figured it was okay to make the album look like it was drawn by a small child, which is pretty much the extent of my artistic abilities. But the artwork for my EP, The Orchard, was actually drawn by a guy named Rit, and I will leave his information in the description box. You can follow him on Instagram. He's very, very freaking talented. Tropical Fruit asks, how do you record and produce your music? Are you using a studio? I love your musical style so much. Thank you, I really appreciate that. For my covers, I just use GarageBand and my microphone, which plugs into, wait, where is it? Where are you? This guy. Basically, you just plug your microphone into the interface and the interface into the computer, pointed because my computer's right there. And that is how I record my covers. As for my original music, it is definitely always in a studio, except strangely enough, this next collection of songs is being recorded right there. By the way, my camera keeps overheating, so if light seems to drastically change from one clip to another, it's because of that. So there's an explanation that you didn't ask for. DESATIVADO9383 asks, what is your biggest fear? I'm afraid of so many things. I actually have a diagnosed phobia. I have claustrophobia and I have agoraphobia, so being stuck in places is just not for me, you know? Underscore Alexis Weaver asks, what artist do you aspire to be like, if anybody? By the way, I love you. I love you too. Thank you for your question. I feel like I do the opposite of aspire to be like people. I feel like it's impossible to go through life without being inspired, but I try my best to just stick to my own ideas and my own thoughts. Bingo Bassie asks, what is your secret skill, and keep up the hard work. I love it. Thank you for watching, and I don't have a secret skill. Jordy asks, do you have plans for a new album, and if so, when will you release it and what direction is it going to go? I do have plans for a new album. I'm currently recording it, and I feel like everyone is going to be surprised, and hopefully in a good way. I've kind of taken all the advice and all the suggestions that you have all left me over the years about what you wanted to hear from me, and I kind of made an album that was more geared towards listeners rather than just writing selfishly for my, own cathartic reasons. Madina Singer asks, what is/was your favorite school subject? First of all, sorry for butchering that as well. I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't love school. I had a bunch of very mean teachers. That sounds terrible. I'm not trying to pick on teachers, because for real, what would we do without them? We would be uneducated. Britton Lane 5 asks, do you have any advice for small YouTube channels or artists that are just starting out? I feel like the best advice to give someone on YouTube is just to be consistent. I feel like, you know, people who upload once a week for 5 years almost always have some type of following because people love consistency, and there's a bug there. Brooke.pugh asks, out of all the songs you've written, which one is your favorite / are you most proud of? I think Coriander Chamomile is my favorite I've written. Lyrically, it was just something I was proud of. But my favorite song I've written isn't out yet, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that one. Michael with a J.le asks, if you were in a horror movie, what movie would you like to be in and why? Well, I'm blonde, which means I'm gonna die. There's never really a good outcome for me, I don't think. Barzan99 asks, was there a time in your life where you considered choosing a career that didn't involve music? Yes, I was actually going to go to college for English. I was going to go to the U of M. I got in and everything, but I was poor. But it turned out to be a good thing. Orbit Gums asks, do you have any advice on someone who wants to do music but is scared to pursue it if it doesn't work out? I feel like a lot of people would say, you know, like, put everything into it, you know, risk is part of life, but I think my advice would be, you know, do it because you love it, and, you know, work on it, but also have a backup plan because, you know, what is the harm? I think it's smart to pursue your passion, but also, you know, make sure you're taken care of no matter what. Kinda Hipster 11 asks, are you stronger than the sun? Fuck yeah. Barolivia 1 asks, who is your celebrity crush? Kevin Spacey. Katrina McGrath asks, what's your favorite song and why? Katrina, that is very hard. I'm just gonna say what my favorite song is right now, which is my most played on my iTunes, which is Alter Ego by Tame Impala. I love that it is very reminiscent of Beatles, and it's also just a bunch of noise, but it's really beautiful noise. It's a great song, I really recommend it. Holy shit, it's Ethan asks, have you ever slept through an entire day? What time is it? Yeah, today. BTL.R asks, most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? Well, have you seen the reality TV show I was on? I am Putchkoff asks, why you look so deadly? I'm worrying. I hope this is interesting. Is this super boring? Probably. I'm not like the most exciting human, so. Watson Sheep 1103 asks, which Disney character do you think you are most like? Well, it's 4:23 and I just woke up an hour ago, so probably Sleeping Beauty. Blood Poets asks, when was the last time you cried? It was a couple days ago when I was recording because I was having issues breathing and singing, and I was just really frustrated because this project is, you know, something I'm proud of and excited for, but not being able to get it done because your freaking breath capacity is very annoying. Daniel asks, one question, Dumbledore or Gandalf, and why? Didn't actually grow up with Harry Potter. I read them very late in life, but I definitely grew up with Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, so I have to say it, you know, it was my childhood. Victor asks, what makes you happy? This is what makes me happy. Jean asks, would you show us your best smile? Thank you so much for being here and listening to this ridiculous video. I hopefully will get better at this at some point, but I appreciate you sending in your questions. So have a really great day, and I will speak to you, actually, I will sing to you very, very soon. The cover is going to be up later this week. Thank you.